Hello, Hippie Mágica here. Welcome to the channel of self-love, magic, and manifestation. Today, I want to talk about how Ho'oponopono has changed my life. So I don't know if all of you know what is Ho'oponopono, but Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian prayer that basically the Hawaiians created to heal their family members. When one of their family members was ill, sick, angry, like they weren't healthy or balanced, they did this prayer like automatically, right? It was so a circle of them gather around this ill person and they said these four phrases. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, and I love you. So this is the Ho'oponopono prayer. This is the magical prayer that everyone talks about. This is where it came from. And how did it change my life? So obviously, after doing a ton of research of Ho'oponopono and just listening to other people's testimonials in 2018, obviously it was easy to believe that it was real, right? Like at least it made me want to do the prayer, right? So I did it. I was in my lowest point of my life, well, one of my lowest points of my life in 2017. And in 2017, for my birthday, literally all I asked for, because every year before that, I asked for things, like material things, like money, expensive things. So I got all the materials that I wanted, really. Except in 2017, the only thing that I wanted was to be happy. Like I remember it as if it was yesterday. Like I said, God, please, the only thing I want this year is to be happy, to be truly happy, because I was so miserable. I was heartbroken from a past weird love relationship. I was depressed, I was sad, I was miserable at my work life. Um, I was super unhappy where I lived. My parents were fighting and depressed at home. So like it was a very toxic home. And I was working at a toxic work environment and I wasn't happy. I wasn't doing what I loved. I felt like I was wasting my time. I was wasting my life away. I was wasting the best years of my life. And I was super unhappy, super angry, super depressed, repressed, probably had some suicidal thoughts. And I just felt like I was like a zombie, right? Like I felt really dead. Like I felt like I had like 1% left in me, right? But I was working 40 hours a week. I was going to the gym. I wasn't paying rent because I was living with my parents, because that's pretty normal in a Mexican household. And yeah, but I was, like I said, one of my lowest points. So that year I asked God, like this year, like I don't want anything. I just want to be happy. And long and behold, within I think a month or less than a month, this Ho'oponopono prayer appeared on my YouTube channel, like on my YouTube feed, right? And I'm like, oh, what's this? Actually, the first thing that popped up was how to attract your specific person, because I was still like sad over this last relationship that I had. And I'm done, I'm over him and I'm moving on. And then that popped up, the attract your ex meditation. And I'm like, maybe this is a sign. So I did the meditation. And long story short, that meditation introduced me to Ho'oponopono, right? So after trying for some months, like very, very unconsciously, to attract my ex partner back, desperately, I knew that wasn't the right thing, but I was trying to heal myself in order to attract him. And I was at the same time doing Ho'oponopono because I read the books. I actually got certified that year too. I did the certification and I was doing a ton of Ho'oponopono meditations online. And wow, my entire work life transformed literally within a week. Like everything was changing. Like at first, before doing Ho'oponopono, my work life was so toxic. It was so fast paced. It was so competitive. The females, they were so toxic to me. My female manager, she didn't like me. I could feel her intense jealousy. The principal, which is the person above my manager, she also didn't like me. And I feel like I'm pretty sure she was almost twice my age, but I'm like, how can these women who are older than me just be jealous of me? Like, how can they hate me, right? So I felt so unwanted, even though I was doing an amazing job. I was like progressing. I was doing amazing, really, for my experience, for my level. The CEO, so there's the CEO, the principal, the managers. So the manager and my principal, they didn't like me, but the CEOs did like me. So they're if you get along with them, then obviously you're good. So they liked me. They saw my progress. They saw I was making the company money. They saw I was like, just, yeah, just kicking ass, and I was doing amazing. And I felt like everyone was against me, like my team members, my boss is like, I'm on your team. Like, why do you hate me so much? Like, why? Like, I'm making you look good, like you should be thankful that like you have such an amazing employee on your team, right? But no, it was the opposite. So I felt like I was going into this battlefield every freaking day. And I hated it. So after doing Ho'oponopono, wow, my manager, my workplace started to be peaceful. My manager started to be a little bit nicer to me. My super fast-paced work environment started to feel slow. I started to enjoy going to work. I'm like, oh no, I can't believe it. Like I don't want to enjoy work. I don't want to stay here. But that was what was happening. Like I was enjoying work. People were respecting me. I got chosen to do certain things that by the CEOs. Like I was out of, so I think the firm that I was going to, I don't know how many people it had, maybe 80 people or whatever, or 70. And only 5 people out of that firm in Kansas got chosen to go to this Toastmaster training, and I was one of them. I'm like, wow, like people were seeing my potential, they were appreciating my potential. Anyway, I was like scaling even faster. I'm like, wow, things were getting easier for me. I could feel like I was getting respect. I was getting noticed more. Things were getting easier. Things that I actually enjoyed doing started to happen at the workplace. So the workplace was pretty like corporate projects, boring corporate projects, commercial projects. And I enjoy creative, artistic, right? That's why I studied architecture. So all of a sudden they have these design competition in-house. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. So I started to do them. And I didn't win any of them, but I was getting recognized. Like I was showing off my knowledge. Anyway, like everything started to go smooth at work. And I started to enjoy it. I'm like, but this is not where I want to be or where I want to go. Anyway, so Ho'oponopono changed my life and my career for sure. And what else? Ho'oponopono also changed yeah, I guess my self-love, right? My self-value, what I deserve, because I felt like I didn't deserve much. I felt like I was like, I don't know, I was just living for others, living for everyone except myself. And Ho'oponopono helped me heal. That helped me put myself first. It helped me just go after my dreams, right? Like go and bet on myself, risk everything on myself. And yeah, just attract and manifest amazing things, like amazing people, amazing travels, amazing lifestyle, um, health, um, partner, which I'm going to talk about later in another video, peace, inner peace, outer peace. Just my life, right? I've been using it nonstop since 2018, and I do not live without it. Like, I think every day I use it in some way, right? And I think what is very powerful about the Ho'oponopono is like I feel like the more modern people are, especially, in the USA. because that's where I live most of my life. Like people say I'm sorry less or at all. Like it's like I don't have to say sorry. I didn't I did nothing wrong, but it's like the healing power of saying I'm sorry, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, please, right? Like many places are living in this fast-paced world. You don't say please anymore. Thank yous are not very authentic. Sorries, people don't want to apologize. They don't want to take responsibility, right? I love you. Like, what do you love? Like, do you really love what you do? Do you really love your work? Do you really love yourself, right? Like, I feel like these words are so powerful. And I use them probably not all of them every day, but for sure, some of the phrases every day, for sure. And alternate within these four phrases every day. So, and they're very healing just to use them on their own, right? To yourself, to everyone. Like, so sometimes it's not about you, or it's not about them, it's about you. And it's about the collective. Like, say sorry for you, say sorry for them, say sorry for everyone. And the frequency of the world will rise, and it does rise. And so, yeah, Ho'oponopono is everything for me, like, even more important than manifestation, even though they're like literally, they go hand in hand. They're just one side of the other coin. How else has Ho'oponopono? Well, Ho'oponopono literally just heals the part of you that is reflecting on the person in your life. So if you heal that part of you, the people outside of you, like your coworkers, your partner, your friends, your family, they're gonna change. There's just a reflection of you. So Ho'oponopono is extremely powerful. And if you're new to it, go to my channel. I have a playlist of Ho'oponopono meditations and what Ho'oponopono is, and if it's not working, why it's not working. Or you can just Google it. There's books. Yeah, it's so simple, but if you integrate it into your life, it will do miracles and magic. And just makes you human, you know, it's speaking to your soul, not to your brain. It's not logical. It's human. It's soul. Sorry. Okay, well, I really wanted to share like how Ho'oponopono has impacted my life, how it has changed my life. So maybe it can inspire you to maybe take a look at it, or yeah, if you've been curious about it, like for how long I've been doing it, because I literally use it on myself and on clients. So I do healing meditations more than ever. And I use Ho'oponopono as a tool to help heal my client in one session. So yeah, yes. If I recommend to do one thing to change your life for the better, do Ho'oponopono. Okay, beautiful people, have a beautiful day, and let me know in the comments how Ho'oponopono has changed your life. Have a beautiful week. See you next time.